Hey guys, welcome to Brian's Man Cave. So today's flick pick, I'm going to be talking about Groundhog Day. And the reason I'm going to be talking about Groundhog Day is it is Groundhog Day. At least it is for me. Well, I'm recording this, and I hope to upload it as well on Groundhog Day, because why not? And I just wanted to talk about the film, because I know there's a lot of reviews. Probably everybody's seen it at least once. If you haven't, you need to see it. It's one of those Bill Murray classic movies. I mean, it's directed by Harold Ramis. Another good reason. I mean, you got two of the Ghostbusters. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, the movie it's brilliant, and the idea that you would have to relive the same day every day. You know, the choices you would have to make, the choices that Bill Murray and his character, who's Phil Connors, is it Connor? Connors. He has to make every day to not go insane. I mean, you would think, like, if you woke up every morning and just did the same thing, wait a minute, this is starting to sound like real life. I think a lot of us kind of do that. We kind of get up in the morning, we schlep out of bed, we take a shower, we eat our breakfast, go to work or school, come home, sit in front of the TV. So you know what? It's not that far off from reality. Now, the only difference is all of the characters in the movie are reliving the same day. They just don't know it, and it's constantly February 2nd. And, you know, it makes for an interesting story when he gets to do all these new things, but everybody else kind of does what they do every day. It kind of reminds me of that 50 First Dates movie that Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore did, where she has that permanent amnesia problem where she can't remember anything the day before. And so her family kind of sets everything up and repeats the same day every day, even though it's not actually happening. But with Bill Murray's case, I mean, it's some kind of strange thing that just happens. It's one of those things where you kind of wonder why it happens. I know you're not supposed to think that far, because it's really not the point of the movie as to what brings this on. So, I mean, they don't even go and try and explain it. It just happens, and it's kind of in a way, it kind of also like the movie A Christmas Carol, where the character has to learn what will make him a better person, and in order to do this, instead of the three ghosts that Scrooge has to deal with, it's repeating the same day over until you get it right, and that's, you know, I think that's something that a lot of us would benefit from. You know, where you always say, well, I wish I could have gone and done it better this way or this way. You know, you don't always get that opportunity. As for the movie itself, I mean, it's funny. It's Bill Murray's comedy that really drives the movie. His facial expressions, his deadpan look that he's famous for. The characters are all right. I mean, you got, you know, the mayor in there is his brother, his real-life brother, Brian Doyle Murray, which... funny, I didn't even realize for the longest time that was his brother, and I've seen him in a lot of movies, and you know, he always seems to end up in a lot of Bill Murray's movies. So I always wonder why those two always ended up in the same movie, but I mean, that's beside the point. And you also have the Groundhog, Punxsutawney Phil, because that's really what the whole Groundhog Day is, right? Like the Punxsutawney Phil, or whatever, the groundhog in wherever you live, has to come out of a hole, see its shadow. And of course, you know, that part of the movie really, like, sure, Phil's a weatherman who has to go to the event and watch the groundhog come out and predict the weather. I mean, that's a very small portion of what the movie's all about. In fact, it doesn't really need to be on Groundhog Day. They could have picked any day. They could have picked Valentine's Day. They could have picked, you know, whatever. But it's cool that we actually have a movie to celebrate a day that often really is overlooked. I mean, they could have done a Christmas movie, they could have done a Valentine's Day movie. There's lots of occasions. Thanksgiving, which we do have a movie, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles for. So it's great that they've gone and made a movie based on a day that really we just don't even think about half the time. But of course, like I said, it really doesn't matter. The point is not the Groundhog Day. The point is what he does and how he lives his life. And there's a lot of great, crazy scenes where he just gets fed up, tries to kill himself. There's interesting scenes where He every day he goes and he bribes a piano teacher to teach him how to play piano. So after a few days, where they don't really give you too much of an idea of how much time lapse, he actually can play piano. He learns ice sculpting. He learns all these different things and really what he's trying to do is just impress his worker, and ask her out and try and become a couple. Like that's really what he's trying to do. Other than that, he tries to save people. Some things are inevitable, so no matter what he does, it's at this point it's like the movie The Time Machine or the book, where it doesn't matter how many times you go and try and change it. Some things are just going to happen. So there's a little bit of everything in this movie, and I think it's worth seeing. So if you haven't seen it, I would think you need to see it. There's no reason to go and buy it. You just got to wait till, today, which is February 2nd, and it's pretty much always on TV. I mean, it's a given. So, yeah, I would say go watch it. Bill Murray, classic movie, very funny. You'll laugh, you'll enjoy it, and happy Groundhog Day, if it is Groundhog Day. Thank you for watching Brian's Man Cave, and to all those who have subscribed to my channel, and to all those who like to leave comments. Just as a reminder, I also have a page called Man Cave Connections. This is where you have a chance to show off your own man cave or woman cave, and also look at others. Just simply go to www.briansmancave.com for details, and you'll see a menu item which says Man Cave Connections.